the Christian experience, and he's using, for the most part, some of the information that he has developed in a recently published book called Persecution for Righteousness' Sake. Pastor, let's look at some of the items that you, as we indicated during the end of the first segment, some of the things that I think you indicated love. Right. It was a major item in reference to that, everything that fits all across your ministry. Speak to that.
Right. One of the things that we have to understand is that being a true Christian for the Lord, our responsibility is to go forth and make disciples of Jesus Christ. Mm-hmm. And it's hard to do that if you don't have love within your heart and teach people how to love one another. One of the things that's happening across the church today is that we see that there is a large number of nuns. Now, nuns are not the nuns that that are so gratefully serve in the church. I'm talking about nuns that don't attend church at all.
N-O-N-E.
Correct. That people that prefer to do something else on Sunday or Saturday or any other day than go to church. They saying, I'd rather not be in church because we're not feeling love. We're not feeling wanted. We're not feeling desired. One of the things that we have to do as children of God is to spread love to everyone and show everybody that they are of worth in the sight of Jesus Christ. In my book, Persecution for Righteousness' Sake, I lifted up a lot of examples that people that have been thrown aside, people that have made mistakes, people that have had misfortunes in their lives. Sometimes we kick them aside. But Jesus Christ always spent time with people and gave them a second chance, a second opportunity. And sometimes it wasn't just a second opportunity, it was another opportunity because we've used up our first, second, and our third opportunity. So Jesus just keep blessing us and keep giving us opportunity after opportunity. And we can think of some of those opportunities. One was, you can think about the woman at the well that nobody else wanted to associate with, be with, but Jesus came to her, talked with her, shared with her, and after their conversation, this woman ran into the city and told everyone, come see a man. And she fell deeply in love with Jesus, not as a physical love, but a spiritual love and an inward love. And that's what we must be spreading as the church today, is teaching people how to love Jesus Christ first and each other, so the church will become the true church of Jesus Christ.
And so that makes a great element. Continue on.
One of the other things that we have to do is that one of the major things that Jesus Christ have always done for us, he has always looked beyond our faults and see our needs. And in the book of Persecution for Righteousness' Sake, what I've tried to do is make it an inspirational book. So people who have fallen down, Jesus let us know we can get up. People who have made mistakes, Jesus let us know that we can turn our lives around. People that have gone through some turbulent times of life, you got to understand you can come back. And Jesus will be with you, because Jesus is one that does not just look at the times that we have fallen. He look at where we can go and how we can get there. And so developing a love of Jesus Christ is the first and foremost thing that we as Christians have to teach all of God's people. And so that's one of the things that we're going to be, we look at is persecution for righteousness' sake, is also letting people know that sometimes you just can't deal with the main issues that a person might be going through, their storms. You can't just deal with their hardships. You can't deal with just the fact that this person have come from a place that we have never been. But what we have to do is reach out to people and let people know that we love them, but more important than that, we got to teach them that God loves them so they can get up and run like they never ran before for the Lord. So that's one of the things that we want to do, is let people know that once you've gone through the storms, you can come out. You can start all over again. You can reach the top regardless of where you are. If you're in the valley today, you don't have to stay in the valley. If you on a stormy sea of life, guess what? That stormy sea can also pass by, and you will find yourself sailing on blue waters and on clear waters. And that's what God desires for us. So what we have to do is unite together and show people that God is a God of love, and we got to be stewards of love. We got to let everybody know if we are claiming that we love Jesus Christ with all of our heart, our soul, and our mind, we got to show other folk that we love them and not be afraid to love folk. I used to have a saying when a person would join church, one of the things that I ask of you is that you love us, but more important, you be reminded over and over again that we love you, and we are not afraid to love you. One of the things I found out in church today, everybody's afraid to love each other. And so if we're going to be true Christians of God, we have to step out on faith and just love each other.
And that's what you mean when you say step out on faith, that you might have to love somebody who might not love you at that particular moment, but by your love, they might respond differently. Is that what we're saying?
Correct.